Welcome back to Escapement and Watch. Falling Titan here, thanking Kavar Jewelers for another Frederique Constant watch on the channel. Okay, you can register your warranty online and look at that, nice packaging. Very cool. You can put rings or jewelry, whatever you want in this box. It can live on your dresser. Looks beautiful. We have the book here underneath. And let's open her up. There she is. Look at that. Beautiful packaging. Love the hinges. Love the wooden box. Live your passion. That is their motto. And let's get this one out. The box is off to the side, so let's begin introducing the Frederique Constant World Time from the Manufacturer Collection. What does that mean? They make the movement completely in-house. World timer, amazing. This one does remind me of Patek Philippe's world timer, completely in-house. It does have that globe in the center of the dial, very similar, and the 24 time zone cities on the edge of the dial. So very cool. However, this is not going to cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars for an in-house Swiss made world time. This one definitely staying true to FC's mission of bringing affordable luxury to the masses. Man, they have done it. Look at this beauty. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments of this world timer. The case shape is rounded out with a stepped bezel right there, as you can see, and rounded off lugs that do downturn nicely. So this one should wear very well. And it looks beautiful, completely high polished. Now the measurements that I got, 41.9 in diameter, 12.2 in thickness, including that double dome sapphire crystal. It is a slight dome, but you can see it reflecting. It does have AR, so it's doing a decent job. And a lug to lug of 48.9. So very wearable size here. And it does have that 6.1 millimeter crown, and it is the onion crown that FC loves to use in most of their watches. We do have a 22 mil strap in beautiful navy blue alligator. It looks fantastic, and the clasp has the company crest, beautiful, as the closing mechanism. You just flip it. There's no buttons, and it's completely milled. Very nice. And to adjust it, you flip up to unlock, slide it, and then put it in your new spot. Now we do have a sapphire case back displaying that beautiful in-house movement, and you can see that nice rose gold plated, hollowed out counterbalance or rotor. Look at that, looks amazing. Nice decoration with some blued screws, Côtes de Genève, and perlage work. Beautiful thing to look at. Now let's check out the dial and hands. As you can see, it is very busy. We do have a sub dial at 6 o'clock. That is the date. So it's a pointer style date. We do have the alpha hands with loom, applied loom plots for most of the dial, but we are missing 5, 6, and 7 because of that sub dial date. And the beautiful globe in the center of the sun ray dial is in gray. We have a navy sunburst in the middle, guilloche pattern on the sub dial, and we do have a flat GMT ring, half white, half blue, and it slides right under that floating sub dial. So the dial is stepped where the center and the sub dial are a little bit raised compared to the rings. So very cool effect. How do you use the movement? Simply pull out the crown to its maximum and set the time. All right, we set the time. Now go to the first position and you can set the date at the bottom. You can see it changing. All right. And that was clockwise. Now counterclockwise, we turn the ring right there. Now you want your home time, so the time the hands are showing, to be right up here at 12 o'clock. So right now we're going to put London at 12 o'clock. Okay, so London is right there, and it's 10:10 in London right now. So now if we want to see the time anywhere else in these 24 world time zones, we can check. So Tokyo down here, right there, if you guys can see, Tokyo is 19:10 right now, and it is in the dark section of the GMT ring, meaning it is nighttime. So what does that mean? It is 7:10 p.m. in Tokyo. So very cool, and you don't have to adjust it any further. As long as the hands are your local time and your local time is set at 12, your local city, sorry, the other cities are now going to be correct. So Dubai, right up there. So in the morning, 14 o'clock, so 14:10 in Dubai. What does that mean? 2:10. So awesome, awesome. And I love the little sun at noon. So instead of a 12 at noon on the white ring, there's a little sun showing you the sun at its highest peak. So simple operation, a complex movement that's very simple to use. Very much appreciated, and it's all in-house. It's fantastic. Now the price. We have the Canadian price here, 44, but that translates to roughly 3,500 USD. When you look at some other in-house world time prices, you realize that this one is actually a bargain. Let's compare it to an SKX. A lot of you may have an SKX, and these are very close size, 42, 42. So there you go. If you wear an SKX and you want a world time, this one could be it. There we go. A lot longer lug to lug with 48.9, but it is high polished. And we all know high polished disappears. Part of the MM200's trick with that high polished shoulder is wearing smaller with that high polish. So we're going to check it out on my wrist right now. Here it is on my 6.5-inch wrist. Look at that. It looks fantastic. I don't know what it is, but the FCs do wear a little bit smaller than their size indicates, even though it is all dial. Maybe it has something to do with the high polished case. Let's see the lug to lug. Yep, definitely doable, not going over. Anything under 50 will fit my 6.5-inch wrist by not going over. So yeah, looks great. Looks a tad large on camera, but I'm looking around camera and it actually wears well. Do I wish they make smaller watches? Sure, why not? A 38 would be awesome, a 39 even better. But yeah, this one still wears great. Good job. Let's check it out on the time grapher. We have the FC718 at 28.8 VPH medium beat, hack hand wind automatic world timer. Now this one does have 26 joules and 42 hours of power reserve. And look at that powerful amplitude at 320 and an amazing 0.0 milliseconds in beat error. Ooh, the rate just dipped a lot. So -3, -9, -11, -11 back to -9. Ooh, so a little bit slow, but there's 0 snowflakes, clean movement, powerful amplitude, and no error. So it might need a slight rate adjustment. It might break in the final and 8th round. We're gonna call it -9. Now let's do 12 down. Maybe they regulated it to 12 down. I'm curious because it seems well regulated with that no error. So let's just reset it and check if it's closer to 0 with a 12 down, which is what I'm suspecting. And so far so good. +3. Oh, now we went down to -2. The amplitude is still very powerful at 306 and 0.1 milliseconds in beat error. So the beat error did increase by 0.1 milliseconds. So the first 4 rounds averaging -2 now, 2 across the board. So remember guys, your watch is probably going to be at 12 down most of its time, most of its life. So that is the rate you're going to see the most. And we got -4 in the final and 8th round. -4. So So not the greatest, but not the worst we've seen on the channel. And it just went to -3. So there's the loom shot. You can see those alpha hands much more than those tiny applied loom plots, which is to be expected. I wasn't expecting the greatest loom out of this, but it is all right. Oh, it is fading fast. The camera is losing it. Yeah, the camera's losing it. Here she is in the half lighting, and what a beautiful watch. It just looks fantastic. I'm a big fan of clean look and simple design, but I don't know, sometimes when you get a nice busy look like this, and it just is so well done with sunray, guilloche, texture, flat pattern, applied indices, everything just works. It just looks beautiful. I'm a big fan of the design and style. And of course the in-house movement. Now, I've never owned an FC personally. I don't know how they're gonna break in. Maybe this movement will speed up later. Owners, chime in the comments and let us know your experience. I'm curious. And if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.